What is going on, Bulls Nation? So it was a big win against a really great team in the Timberwolves, but is this the last time we're going to see this group right after the deadline? We're going to talk about it right after this.
This is your home for all things Chicago Bulls. Join the conversation. You're listening to Chicago Bulls Nation.
All right, Bulls Nation. So it was a big win against the Timberwolves when the Bulls were down, I think like 20 points, maybe even more. So this is back-to-back games now that we climbed back. I wish we don't have to do this. I wish we would start playing better in the beginning. But I'd rather have us climb back, and even though we do lose, there's something to be said about the resiliency of this Bulls team compared to maybe when we started the season or even last year. You see more resolve, and this would help out the younger guys, like the Coby Whites and the Iota Sumu. I feel like this type of games build characters, and we have young guys who would benefit from that. So regardless of what we're aiming for, which is the 9th seed, the 10th seed, play-in, playoffs, whatever the case may be, this would be just this type of games with these kind of teams would be beneficial for those young guys. Now, with that being said, it was an overall great game. Coby White scored like 3 points in the first half, exploded in the second half with 7 3-pointers. This is clearly Coby White's team now. That is why I was pushing for the Zach LaVine trade, because you gotta hand him the keys now. You got to get rid of Demar. You got to announce to the world that Coby has arrived. And not just because I want to get rid of Demar. Demar is my favorite player in this Bulls iteration of, basketball. But like today, again, he took the last shot. I'd rather have Coby do it and Coby misses, because I think he needs to miss shots as well. Game winners and all that stuff. I love Demar. Without Demar, we wouldn't have won this game. He was cooking on the overtime. Demar is a really good player, but in the overall vacuum, for the future of this team, I wish Coby would get more opportunity. I wish they would call his number to generate in the crunch time to do what Demar is doing, because I think he deserves it. He worked hard for it, and he just deserves getting the last shot. With that being said, Andre Drummond, the Twin Towers played great. Drummond is just a nightmare on rebound. It worked perfectly here because they got two bigs. Torrey Craig, that block against Cat, because Cat was cooking as well. He blocked Cat's 3-pointer. That kind of ignited this Bulls. Caruso then made some dumb mistakes. He did a few against Sacramento, and that's forgivable. It's Caruso. He does more good than bad. But this game, I didn't really see a whole lot of bad against Caruso. He was his normal self, which is in Stacey King's words, there's like 5 Alex Carusos out there. Io didn't play that much. Coby, because of the matchup, they're a big team, so it just makes sense that we kind of match those up. I just hope that this past few games, which is very competitive, that this is not an indication that we're gonna run it back. But I do feel that we are gonna run it back. I think changes needs to be made. Whatever it is, as long as it's for the future. It might not benefit us now, this playoffs, this play-in, but if it benefits Coby and the growth of our young Bulls, I am all for it. Free up cap space, surround with better, more, I would say, balanced talent. Look at that move by Drummond. I am all for it. It's just sad to see if the trade does happen, which I do want to happen, but I can also feel sad that this is the last time, perhaps, that we're going to see this team, because they're really fun to watch when they're clicking. They didn't really click that much because we were down by 20, but after the game when Coby was being interviewed, all the guys came out on him, Drummond and Demar and Patrick Williams, because it feels like they genuinely like each other. It does feel that way. But, you got to set aside your feelings in this kind of situation. This is a business after all. And we have good enough sample size that as good as it feels, like seeing them bond and it looks like a real team, it doesn't happen all the time. Like, the chemistry is just not there. It's nice to have this kind of wins, but we have to move forward, and I'm interested to see what they're actually gonna do this trade deadline, if there's anything to be done. Because if there's none, then we have to wait till the off season to see what happens. So what happens with Demar, what happens with Drummond. There's a lot of question marks here. What happens if Lonzo Ball comes back? How is that gonna affect our lineup? Would Coby White still be the point guard, or is he going to be the off guard? We're going to take the ball away from him. Those are the questions that needs to be answered. But in the immediate future, which is on Thursday, I'm curious to see, because of this string of wins, are we going to be buyers or sellers? Let me know in the comments down below. But this is a big win. I'm happy about it. Anytime that the Bulls win, I am happy. I'm not chasing, the draft position. I want experience for Coby. I want experience for Io. If the draft, falls on our lap, then so be it. But happy with this win. Thank you for watching. If you're a Bulls fan, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.